Hello, hello. I'm just gonna give it like 1 minute. Today I'm gonna be quickly reviewing just the process that I use to help set mentally healthy habits, goals, intentions. I've been reflecting a lot on this myself. I've been journaling. Y'all, look at this cute little thing. I love this cute little clip. You just put it and sign, and then you could put stuff inside. Isn't that so cute? But definitely been doing some writing. Hey, I'm waiting. This is my first IG live by myself, by the way. So hopefully it's not too weird. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started soon. But like I mentioned, I think that the new year is definitely one of those times that people can sometimes start off running really, really fast. And even though, like, I get it, I feel it, I'm also all about just kind of maybe slowing down and seeing what's within our capacity first, in order to see, like, in order to really set habits and goals that are gonna be sustainable and not just temporary. So one example that I like to start off with, I think a lot of people start off the year wanting to go to the gym, right? Like the enrollment rates for gyms are really high in the beginning of the year. But unfortunately, what I see happening and what has happened with me is that people end up joining the gym, working out, and there's more external reasons, right? Like I want to look a certain way, I want to lose the baby weight, which that's a whole different topic. But unfortunately, when we don't really connect it to our own needs, it can kind of end up being one of those things that we're chasing, again, external validation, external images, but inside we might not really be aligned with it. So for me personally, I've decided, like, yes, I want to go to the gym consistently, but at this point I don't want to care about the number in the scale. I know that for me, when I go work out, I have a 13-month-old at home, right? So it's a time for me to go just relieve some stress, build some muscle. She's getting heavy, she's very active. Like, I want to be someone who is able to chase my child around here and there, not always. I want to be able to do adventures and experiences and feel healthy. So my new workout goal is really around being healthy, being strong, being able to be there with my family. So I hope that's an example that makes sense. But I'm going to just jump straight into it. I'm actually going to be creating a worksheet on this soon, within the next week or so. So I wanted to share what it looks like pre-worksheet, because I've been trying to do things myself first and then sharing it with my peoples. So the first part of setting these mentally healthy, intentional habits, goals, is identifying your values. So make a list of 10 to 15 things that you really care about. And I'm all about transparency, so I'll read you some of mine that I put on here. Health, wellness, family, generosity, joy, rhythms, fun, love, compassion, service, relationships, alignment, adventure. So that's the first step. Write down some of what matters to you. The second step is do some type of visual where you can show, like, your roles and your relationships. So I don't know if you can see mine, but it's like a little circle with a bunch of lines going off. So the roles and relationships, some of them that I'm navigating this next quarter, is I am a mom, I am a wife, I am myself, I am a sister, I am a daughter, I am a friend, I am a therapist / small business owner. So that's kind of step 2. Okay, so step 1, list out 10 to 15 of your most important values, or things that, when 30 years down the line, 50 years down the line, you're going to look at today and you're going to be like, I'm so happy that I really focused on my health, that I focused on my family, that I focused on being myself. 2, what are those roles and relationships within your life. And I kind of am taking a quarterly view to it because this year is going to be a lot for us. We're moving in April. So for this quarterly goals, I said January through March, the end of March. Number 3 is, now that you have kind of a visual of what are your values and what are your roles, then you can start setting intentions for different parts of your health and wellness. I ended up kind of choosing, how many areas is this? I think it's 5 or 6 health and wellness areas. And again, I'm going to be having a worksheet coming out soon. You can join my email list. You can also just stay posted. I'll be sharing it on here too, for health and wellness. So some of the areas that I chose is, first, mental, physical, and spiritual health. So those are 3 areas. Then there's relational health. So that's like my marriage, my parenting, my community. And then a last one, or 2 last ones, financial health, because it's going to get real with just the amount of change that we have in expenses. Home life, or I guess the daily life health section. Worksheet coming soon. And I'm just going to review with you a little bit of what's within. So within the mental health area, I kind of think of it of what's helping you. How do you cope with stress? How do you view yourself? How do you take care of your mind, right? So from there, once you have the category, like let's say you have your mental health category, you can always go back to your values and your roles, and you can see, okay, for me, I put increase my flexibility, acceptance, and self-compassion, face my anxiety triggers more confidently, and be aware of my stress levels / take action to manage, and advocate and lean on support. So that's my intention within the mental health. Then you do the same thing with your physical health. And I'm a big proponent of examples, and I do not mind sharing my own. So for my physical health intention, I say increase my body strength and stamina, try to eat more consistently, and make sure to nourish myself too. Love and accept my body for all it has done, and potentially prepare for baby number 2. That I'm not pregnant. But as we family plan, we're like, okay, maybe next year. So that's physical health section. Third section, spiritual health section. For me, I do identify as Christian, so that's what my spiritual health looks like. But for y'all, you really need to figure out, what does that look like for you? So improve my relationships with God for me, be in touch with guidance, internal guidance, and walk in alignment with my skills and purpose, calling. Plus connect with nature. So that's what my spiritual health looks like. Then you go into your relational health category. And for this category, I actually broke it down into 3. So just so that y'all can see a little bit of this, what it looks like there. One of the categories that I want to make sure to focus on with my relational health is my marriage. So I wrote, remember that Lewis and I are on the same team, and we love each other, we will grow together, and though it may not always look pretty, it will always be worth it. Make time to check in, connect, date, give grace, accept help, ask for what I need. So again, that's my intention for my marriage within the relational health category. Then I did one for parenting, and this one is, I have 1 daughter right now. So hold myself to realistic, self-compassionate, flexible expectations of a good enough mom. Focus on the relationship I am building with Zio. This will always precede the task, including helping her create healthy relationships with herself and others. So that's my intention in parenting. And then my last little category within the relational health is community and other relationships. So sister, daughter, friend, etc. And for this one, my intention is to create a system to connect with family and friends more consistently, be realistic with my capacity and calendar. I think as an introvert, I can get easily overwhelmed sometimes with multiple connections. So I think for me, having a plan, like, okay, I'm going to text a few people on Saturday. I'm going to try to see my mom on this day, blah, blah, blah. So just as a recap so far, we've done the categories of mental, physical, spiritual, and relational health, with relational health having 3 mini sections. Then I guess the fourth category would be financial health. So for me, it would be increase my financial literacy by leaning on my husband's expertise and passion, have a plan or system to track progress, spending, retirement, and other goals. So that's my financial health intentions. And then I'm still figuring out this last category, which would be my 6th category, because I wanted to find a way to kind of combine like everything that's going on at home plus like business. So I did a home life mini category. And for that, the intention is that we are moving. So the first quarter focus is preparing for this big move with grace and compassion, and create a system, write down and track essentials for this move. Travel with more confidence and calm. So those are kind of like some of the intentions I have within my home life. And then last but not least, my daily life. So this is kind of like those day-to-day stuff. And for my intentions there, which is very similar to some of the other ones, is hold myself to realistic, flexible expectations, routines, and rhythms for wellness and health on a day-to-day as a stay-at-home thermom. Lean on support and ask for help consistently. Improve my time management and priority scheduling, time blocking for work time, and make space to take care of my health and wellness. Be flexible with my posts. So again, this is all starting with the intentions. I know that I talked about goals in the beginning, but I am learning that goals sometimes have these like end potential markers. And they're not always so focused on the process. And I think I've seen and I've read how when we focus on our intentions, on our values, on the things that really matter, we're able to we're going to be reaching our goals just by walking them out, right? So that's like the first 3 steps, which I'm all about a good recap. So I'm going to recap again real quick. List out your values, 10 to 15 that really matter to you overall. List out your roles and your relationships for this next quarter-ish season. Then reflect on different areas of health and wellness, intentions that you have for these areas of health and wellness, including, for me, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, my relational health and marriage, parenting, and other, and my financial health, and then lastly, my daily life / home health. So once you're there, again, this is a process that took me some journaling. I really had to set aside some time, so it's worth it to take that time to slow down. Once you have that, then you can figure out like, okay, which is the 4th step. What habits support these areas of wellness? And the 5th step is baby steps. Choose 2 to 3 in the next week and build as you feel more confidently. So just to share something for me, let's say for my physical health, I know that habits for that area is, strength training, some cardio, drinking water, 3 meals a day. So my habit is I put on my calendar to go work out these days, walk these days, right? So that's a habit that I'm building for my intention of being strong and have stamina to parent a toddler and potential future children. Another one that I want to just share real quick is mental health. So my intention is to, be flexible and compassionate with myself, to reflect, to manage my stress. And I know for me that journaling is really helpful, and so is me time. So I've been starting this practice of writing every day for 5 minutes. So that's just an example. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be having a worksheet that kind of gets you through this within the next week or so. Stay posted on this page. I'll post it on here. We also have a workshop coming up in 2 Saturdays from now, the 25th. You can register for free, or you can donate if you want. The link is in my bio, and that'll be another way. It's like new parent mental health and wellness. So I'll be reviewing some of this stuff too, along with the worksheet. But if you have any questions, let me know. I hope that this was kind of useful. I really do believe in this because I feel like when you write down your intentions and your values, your habits are more likely to stick because they really matter to you. If you need to get a cute little journal to help you, I am a proponent of that too because it's cute and it makes you want to write, at least if you're anything like me. It will. And yeah, thank you all for joining. I wanted this to be short and sweet. I'm going to wave back here because